Imagine standing in a prehistoric jungle. The air is heavy. The heat is unbearable. And then, the water starts to move. Not because of wind. Not because of rain. But because something enormous is rising from below. This isn't a movie monster. This was real. A snake so massive it could crush a crocodile. So long it could stretch across a basketball court. And so powerful that nothing hunted it. This is Titanoboa. And nothing about it was normal. Today, we're traveling back nearly 60 million years to uncover the true story of the largest snake ever discovered. We'll explore how Titanoboa reached an impossible size, the terrifying world it ruled, what it hunted, and what it feared, and why its existence rewrites what we know about Earth's past, because Titanoboa wasn't just a giant snake, it was a warning written in bones. Welcome to Fin and Scale. When most people think about prehistoric giants, they think of dinosaurs. But Titanoboa lived after them. Roughly 10 million years after the dinosaurs went extinct, Earth entered a strange recovery phase known as the Paleocene epoch. The planet was healing, but not cooling. In fact, the world was hotter than it had ever been. Tropical rainforests covered huge portions of the Earth. The air was thick with humidity. Swamps stretched for miles. And in this overheated world, reptiles thrived. Titanoboa cerrejonensis wasn't just big. It was absurdly big. Scientists estimate length 40 to 45 feet, weight over 1,000 kilograms, diameter wide enough to wrap both arms around, and still not touch. To put that in perspective, a modern green anaconda would look like a juvenile by comparison. Titanoboa wasn't an outlier. It was the apex predator of its time. Titanoboa remained hidden until the early 2000s. Deep inside a coal mine in northern Colombia, scientists began uncovering massive fossilized vertebrae. At first, researchers assumed they belonged to crocodiles. But the more bones they found, the clearer it became. This wasn't a crocodile. This was something far larger. After analyzing over 180 fossil fragments from multiple individuals, scientists reached a chilling conclusion. They had discovered the largest snake to ever exist. Here's where the story gets even more unsettling. Snakes are cold-blooded. That means their body temperature and metabolism depends entirely on the environment. For a snake to grow to Titanoboa's size, the planet itself had to act like a giant incubator. Researchers estimate average tropical temperatures were several degrees hotter than today, year-round. No cold seasons. No temperature drops. Just relentless heat. Titanoboa didn't fight the climate. It was built by it. Titanoboa wasn't venomous. It didn't need to be. It killed by constriction, wrapping its body around prey and squeezing until blood flow stopped. Its menu likely included massive prehistoric fish, giant turtles with armored shells, and crocodilians that were already enormous by modern standards. In many cases, Titanoboa probably hunted in water, silently drifting, waiting, striking with unstoppable force. There were predators in this world. But Titanoboa stood at the top. The environment Titanoboa lived in no longer exists. Its rainforest was denser. Its swamps were warmer. Its ecosystem was stacked with oversized creatures. Large mammals hadn't evolved yet, leaving reptiles uncontested. This created a perfect storm. Extreme heat, no competition, unlimited prey. Titanoboa wasn't an evolutionary accident. It was the logical result of its world. Titanoboa didn't disappear because of predators. It disappeared because the planet changed. Global temperatures slowly cooled. Rainforests shrank. Habitats collapsed. As the world cooled, giant reptiles lost their advantage. Smaller, faster, warm-blooded animals took over. Titanoboa didn't lose a fight. Its world simply vanished beneath it. Titanoboa isn't just an ancient curiosity buried in stone. It's one of the most powerful biological clues scientists have ever discovered about Earth's past. You see, Titanoboa's size tells a story, not about snakes, but about climate. Because snakes are cold-blooded, Their bodies rely entirely on environmental heat to function. The bigger the snake, the more heat it needs, constantly. So when scientists realized how massive Titanoboa was, they understood something immediately. The world it lived in had to be far hotter than today. Not slightly warmer, not occasionally warmer, but consistently, relentlessly hot. Using Titanoboa's body size, researchers were able to calculate ancient tropical temperatures with surprising accuracy. Their conclusion was unsettling. The Paleocene rainforests were likely several degrees warmer year-round than modern equatorial jungles, with no cold seasons to slow growth. In other words, Titanoboa didn't just survive that climate. It was proof of it. That makes this snake something rare in science, a living thermometer frozen in time. But the lesson doesn't stop there. Titanoboa also reveals how dramatically ecosystems can change when temperatures rise. Large reptiles vanished. Warm-blooded mammals took over. And the food chain was rewritten. This tells us something critical. Climate doesn't just influence life. It decides who wins. And today, that insight matters more than ever. Scientists don't study Titanoboa to scare people. They study it to understand how life responds to extreme heat. Because Earth has been here before, and it didn't stay the same. Titanoboa reminds us that when environmental conditions shift far enough, evolution doesn't negotiate, it adapts, or replaces. So Titanoboa isn't just a prehistoric monster, it's a message. A reminder that nature has no fixed form, and no guarantees. The world that created Titanoboa is gone, but the lesson it left behind is still very much alive. Titanoboa wasn't evil, it wasn't unnatural, it was perfectly adapted. A reminder that when the environment changes, life doesn't just adjust, it transforms. And sometimes, it grows into something we can barely comprehend. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Earth's forgotten giants, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves the mysteries of the natural world. This is Finn and Scale, and I'll see you in the next one.